comprehensive bio that practically makes it unnecessary to be However, I'm going to make it short. I owe everything including that I got that I'm here to see. As was mentioned, I grew up in California, impoverished sharecropper farmers, did very poorly in wonderful schoolhouses. In fact, almost failed on my grades. And I liked automobiles, so there was quite a bit of discrimination against Asians and Japanese. So rather than continue college, which I went to a mechanics school, but on completion, much to my dismay, I found that I would not be accepted to the mechanics year. So, in a way, that was a blessing, because I was soon drafted in the Army. But shortly thereafter, I want to interview the theme of what I like to say. I don't have a script, I don't know what I'm going to say, but I'd like to go on the theme of go for growth, going for growth. That was the motto of our 42nd Regimental Combat Team. And whatever we were asked to do, we accepted and did it to the best of our ability. So, going to growth and doing the best you can under any circumstances is pretty much my life objective. It was just mentioned that Japanese Americans during World War II were so feared that there would be sabotage and destruction of the West Coast, that they interned all the Japanese Americans, including my parents, and incarcerated them with no charges whatsoever, without any hearing, just because of your ethnic background. You were Japanese or not Japanese, you were not allowed to stay. They were rounded up. The numbers are not very large, 120,000 was being rooted out of their homes, put into camps. My parents were in Lower Arkansas. There were about a dozen of these inland from the coast, because the native population really did not trust us. They accepted this incarceration by tradition that at least our family had, and almost all the other, Gama, T-A-M-A-N, which is to persevere and bear with it and do whatever is advantageous and good for the country. By and large, the great majority of us accepted intern throughout the world. Even under these circumstances, when we were asked to form a regimental combat team, segregated all the Japanese Americans into a combat team, virtually all of us who were chosen or volunteered, even out of these camps, accepted our mission and did it with the goal for growth attitude. We went all out. We were in Italy, France, and at least on my group, artillery was in Germany. grew up as a motor sergeant, but when an opportunity came to volunteer for a position, which was forward observer, and I felt it was relatively safe. But to march along with the infantry and to be under direct fire was, to me, much more like really being in the service program. So I volunteered, was accepted, and I had forward observer mission in every class, and there were many trying times with large numbers of casualties. Fortunately, I did not Purple Heart. I came through completely unscathed, and the reason I really was enthusiastic about expecting this is that the GI Bill, which many of you here are undertaking, is the reason I finished my college, my graduate degrees, and I went to taught at Cornell Medical School, and that's since 1960. That's almost 55 years from January. At Harvard Medical School, I had a wonderful time. Everything I did because it was enjoyable, self-satisfying, and really, I couldn't think of anything else I would do. If asked to do it over again, I would do it exactly the same thing. And I retired as an emeritus professor at Harvard Medical School, and it's all due to the GI Bill and the support that I got from the government, as many of you here or related people are undertaking. I think that doing what you like to do, what you enjoy doing, what you feel compelled to do, and doing it to the best of your ability. If you're good at it, if you're not good at it but enjoy doing it, that in itself is a reward. If you do your best, go for it, and do it as good as anybody else, well, what could be better? And if you happen to be able to do in some aspect of life that you choose better than anybody else, wow, what could be even better? So, this is a thought, a feeling I followed throughout my life. I've had many chances to go elsewhere, but I chose to stay here because I was given the liberty of doing what I enjoy doing so much, and rewarded by being able to stay here. I would like to put in a plug for the Gulf Road Rose Parade in the Alabama on January 1st. The Gulf Road float will be the #1 float, and if any of you are interested and like to watch it, I suggest that you do. And my departing word would be, whatever you do, go for gold.